talk about how well they are playing and what you want to see?
Well, the special teams coverage units have gotten better. The kicking woes have been the main concern on special teams and field goal protection. But the kickoff return did get out to past the 50-yard line, I think, for the first time this year. That was big. The coverage units, like I said, they've been continually getting better. And then Travis did go 4 out of 5 in his field goals, I believe, after missing the first one. So showing some improvement with special teams for sure.
Will you guys evaluate that position this week still?
What's that?
Kicker?
No, Travis is our kicker right now. Yeah.
With Desmond taking it back 44 yards, is that a play that you can really build on as a kickoff return?
I think so. And he had another return early in the year that got called back. Desmond has a knack. He has a feel for some of those returns. He's not the most explosive guy, but he has good vision and a good feel as a kick returner. And we think, he can build on that for sure.
Coach, when the season started, obviously Keenan had dealt with injuries for 2 years. But what were you hoping to get out of him? You couldn't have expected this level of play.
Absolutely. What are you talking about, man? It's a top 5 pick. Yeah, that's what they do. But no, with Keenan, he's just gotten better every single week. The guy didn't play much last year, and I think you see more chemistry between him and Phil, the longer they played together. So.
Have you ever seen a wide receiver play at this level? We've been around the league for 20 years. Is this pretty special?
Well, I mean, it is special, but, I think he's doing his job. Our passing game, we know, has to go through him, and he's accepted that challenge, and he's studying, he's doing the right things, he's getting open, but I've seen some pretty good receivers. I played with one, Jerry Rice. So I think what Keenan did, these past 3 weeks, I think that was pretty special, though.
Was there something you did with him, like maybe an adjustment in the offense early on to sort of maximize his ability to run to gain yards after the catch?
Well, I think he did it himself. He went from 218 the first week of the season. He's down to 211 now, and that's just outstanding discipline. And him just losing that weight so that he can be a better run out the catch receiver. But just getting him the ball in concepts where he can run out the catch. Once I figured out that this guy can run a little bit, he used to be a running back, I guess, in high school. He's pretty good at that. So I think, he's not just a threat down the field, but he can beat it underneath threat as well.
Can you believe how quickly you made up? There's so much ground. It's almost historical, the amount of ground you made up.
We don't have any control over the rest of the league, but we know that this league is anybody can win and lose on any given Sunday. So it's not surprising that a lot of teams have come back to us. But these guys they've been fighting like hell to climb out of this hole we dug ourselves in as well. And so it's just good to see that we're playing good football at the right time, and some guys have come back to us, and now we have a heck of an opportunity here.
Anthony, guys have talked a lot about how the past has helped them handle 0-4, that they built up a resolve over time. When you first evaluated this team, when you watched last year's games and you saw that they were close so much, was that something in the back of your mind that maybe this is going to be a resilient group because they kept playing hard despite being close?
I didn't know at the time. It wasn't until I had an opportunity to spend an off season with this group and spent a lot of time with them, go through a training camp with this group. I know we are a resilient group, and when we started out that way, I really wasn't as concerned as maybe I should have been. I just always felt this group was going to bounce back because of their character and their work ethic.
Is that how you see that? I mean, how does resiliency show up in off-season workouts?
Well, it's not just the workouts; it's the team-building exercises that we do as well. This group meets once a month on team-building exercises right now. In the off-season, we did some things like that with this group as well. And I think when guys are together like that and they learn to trust one another and play for one another, then I believe that's when you see, guys don't abandon ship. Guys continue to fight and believe in the process and one another.
You said you've been around. I know you've been around a lot of teams. What's it look like when a team does abandon ship? Like, when it gets hard.
Well, it's easier to be hurt. All of a sudden the training room's full of people, and you don't see that consistent effort. You don't see guys playing 4 quarters, and that's what scared me about the team we played yesterday. That team plays for 4 quarters. That team plays hard, and that was a hard, challenging game, and I knew it was going to be, but no, that's what we've shown all along, though.
Anthony, did you expect that resiliency to be tested so early in the season? You mentioned the team building definitely in the offseason.
No, I did not. And it tested our players, it tested our coaches, our whole organization, to be honest with you. But I was really pleased at how everyone stayed positive and was so encouraging, just within the organization and the building. And so it says a lot about what we have here and what we're building here and the culture that we have.
You mentioned that Jacksonville loss was one of the worst losses you experienced as a player. What was that week after that like for you? Did you have a tough time sleeping? How was
You keep bringing up that Jacksonville loss, man. Yes. You have the 24-hour rule, but I think it took me 72. And, that was a tough loss. It was a tough loss. We're still trying to get that one out of our system. Well, I know I am. But I think it happened. I'm not going to pretend like that loss didn't happen because it happened. And I'm going to learn from it and hopefully be a better coach because of it.
What do the team-building exercises consist of that you guys do now?
Well, we do a lot of – I don't want to talk about the topics, but we get together in groups and we bring in our – we have a sports psychiatrist that's on hand here, and he works with the guys as far as different things that we want to go over every single month. And these guys talk it out, and they do exercises. And some of it is mental training, some of it is focus, and some of it is just trusting one another and being together.
So you got the Redskins now, a team that's kind of fallen out of contention. What's it like at this point in the season playing a team that's a contending team versus a team that's not really in the playoff mix?
Well, it's the NFL. Guys get paid to play and show up, and so we expect them to show up and give us their best shot. And they've had 3 extra days to prepare for it. So, that's a challenge within itself right there. I'm sure they're going to throw some things at us that we hadn't seen. And so I'm looking for this being another tough battle.
Do you consider Kirk an elite quarterback?
He's a starting quarterback in this league, and he's a starter for a reason. That's all I can say about that.
You got a 3-way tie right now. Of the other 2 teams, which team you kind of need to most keep an eye on? Which team most concerns you down to the wire?
The only one we keep an eye on right now is Washington Redskins, because if we don't win this one, then those other games may not even matter. So I'm just really trying to lock in and focus on these Redskins.
There was a report not a report, Hugh Jackson said that he had problem communicating with Kaiser with the headsets and stuff, and that this has happened before the season. Have you guys heard anything about that from other teams?
No, it's the first I've heard of it. We didn't have any problems on our sidelines. You go to certain stadiums around the league and you already know you're going to have some issues, so you have communication plans. But it's the first I've heard of it.
Did you hear about during the game anything like that happening, or did the refs make you aware of it?
No, not at all. Because if their headsets go out, we have to turn ours off. So we heard absolutely nothing.
So nothing was said during the game?
No, not at all.
There's a lot of focus on the matchup against the Chiefs in 2 weeks, but obviously you can talk about the Redskins. Is that something that you feel like you have to tell this team, don't look ahead? Sometimes teams fall into that trap of the big matchup, but you sense this team is taking a good week-by-week approach?
Yeah, I don't think we can take anything for granted, and I think these guys know that, especially after where we started. And that's some of the lessons that you learn when you start out like that, is that, you can't afford to take anything for granted or overlook anybody.
When you're able to turn the season around like that, is it strictly a case of just your talent coming through, or is there some kind of intangible about this team besides that allowed you to turn the season?
I think a little both. We have talent, so I think both. But you can have talent and still fall apart, But we have talent. These guys chose to stay together, and I think that's made the difference.
How are Hunter Henry and Corey Beechett physically? Any issues there?
Sore, but they're doing well. Corey, he didn't play last week. We gave him some rest, and he's feeling better. He'll still be day to day, and I think Hunter's going to be fine.
Well, Phil, it looked like he got dinged up there at one point. I guess take a timeout. Is he okay?
Yeah, he couldn't catch his breath, so we wanted to slow it down a little bit. But Phillips, he's fine.
Could you look at the film? Did anything stand out about the red zone struggles a little bit? I know you guys have been so good at that lately, but this is the first.
Well, we had an opportunity. We dropped one. We feel like we could have scored on that one. But Cleveland, they did some different things in the red zone. Greg Williams, he's an outstanding defensive coordinator, so he confuses, plays some different coverages. But we have to make those adjustments and do better because we need to score touchdowns, not kick field goals. But it was an opportunity for our field goal kicker to gain some valuable experience since he hadn't kicked in a year and a half in a real game.
Anthony, what have you guys done differently in the run game to get both Melvin and Austin going the last couple of weeks?
Really haven't done anything different other than we've tried to get Austin more involved so that Melvin can take a blow here and there because, we want Melvin to get to the game every week, fresh as he can. He was getting a lot of touches early, but now we have a reliable backup in Austin. We work him in a little bit more than we did early in the year, but other than that, everything's really been the same.
How much is getting those guys the ball out in the backfield in the passing game important to kind of get them extra touches, the extended hands on?
Oh, those are very important, because they go down as passing stats, but who cares? A swing pass, whatever we can to get those guys touches in space, I think is huge.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right.